You know that feeling, right? First day of a new job, a new project, a new anything. It's exciting. But man, that excitement can turn into overwhelm so fast. So how do you actually build some unstoppable momentum in those first critical 90 days? Well, let's break it down. You've landed the role, you've got your new notebook ready, but when it comes time to actually start, you're frozen. It feels like you're standing at the bottom of a mountain, looking up at all these expectations and possibilities, and you just can't figure out where to take that first step. If that sounds familiar, trust me, you are not alone, and there's actually a name for this. Analysis paralysis. It's that spiral of overthinking where you get so caught up in every possible outcome, every little detail, that you end up doing, well, nothing. It's fueled by a fear of messing up, or the pressure to be perfect, or just plain information overload. It is the absolute enemy of progress. And just to show you how common this is, a quick search for analysis paralysis brings up over 1.3 million results. That is a staggering amount of digital ink spilled over how collectively stuck we all feel. But here's the good news. The good news is there is a way to cut through all of that noise. We're going to focus on a really simple framework. Just 3 pillars. If you can master these, you can turn all that overwhelm into focused, powerful action. So let's start with the foundation. First up, pillar 1, master your mindset. Look, before you can do anything, you have to get your head right. This is all about the game being played between your ears. It's about giving yourself permission to start and then finding a way to keep going without totally burning out. Okay, so let's talk about 2 really cool ideas here. First, on the left, you've got the 10% edge. Think of this as your official permission slip to get started. You do not need to be the world's foremost expert. You just need to be, say, 10% ahead of the person you're trying to help. That's it. And then on the right, we have the 10% advantage. This is how you keep moving forward without crashing. You're not trying to reinvent the wheel overnight. Just focus on making a tiny 10% improvement. It's sustainable. So how do you actually use this 10% advantage? It's a super simple 3-step loop. First, prioritize. Just pick 1 or 2 things you want to get better at. That's it. Drown out the rest of the noise. Second, start small, and I mean really small. No step is too tiny because any forward motion creates momentum. And third, and this is so important, you have to celebrate those little wins. Acknowledging your progress is literally the fuel that keeps your motivation engine running. And if you need a mantra to get you through, let it be this one. Done is better than perfect. This is the core of a powerful mindset. It's about choosing action, even flawed action, over the fantasy of perfection. And once you've embraced action, well, you need a plan to channel it. Which brings us to pillar number 2.
Okay, pillar 2, master your actions. So your mindset is dialed in. Now, where do you point all that positive energy? You need a practical, strategic framework. This is where you translate all that good thinking into a real plan that actually gets results.
And one of the best tools for this is the classic 30-60-90-day plan. Think of it as your personal roadmap for the first 3 months. But it's not just for you. It's an amazing way to show your new boss and your team that you're strategic and thoughtful from day 1. It helps everybody get on the same page. Your first 30 days are all about being a sponge. Your number 1 job is to learn. Learn the products, learn the software, and most importantly, learn who's who. And that last point on the slide is absolutely critical. Ask questions. This is your golden window. You get a new person pass to be curious about absolutely everything. Use it. All right, now in month 2, you start to pivot. You go from learning to contributing. You take all that information you soaked up and you start applying it to real work. This is where you get your hands dirty, master your tools, and start adding tangible value. The key here, proactively ask for feedback. Don't wait for it. Go get it. Make sure you're on the right track. And in this final phase, you shift from contributing to leading. Now, leading doesn't mean you're suddenly the boss. It means you're taking initiative. You're not just doing your work, you're looking for ways to make things better. You're taking ownership and building on those early wins to really solidify your reputation as a valuable, indispensable part of the team. But hang on, with all this talk about plans and initiative, here is a crucial piece of wisdom, straight from the trenches of Reddit. Do not, I repeat, do not go in giving 150%. It's such a common mistake. You get excited, you work like crazy, and you set this totally unsustainable pace for yourself. That's a one-way ticket to burnout. The goal is to be a marathon runner, not a sprinter. Remember that 10% advantage? Small, steady improvements.
And maintaining that sustainable pace isn't just about managing your own energy, it's also about the people around you. And that brings us to our final and maybe most important pillar: master your relationships. You can have the best mindset and the most brilliant plan in the world, but success is a team sport. Building alliances is everything.
So who do you need in your corner? Meet what I like to call the holy trinity of workplace allies. These are the people who hold the real keys to the kingdom. IT can literally save your day when your computer dies. The admins and assistants, they know how everything actually gets done. And the building maintenance and janitorial staff, they make your work life comfortable and functional. Be genuinely nice to these folks. It will pay you back in ways you can't even imagine.
And while we're on the topic of relationships, here are a few unspoken rules, basically crowdsourced from people who've been there. Remember, HR's job is to protect the company, not you. Be extra nice to the IT department. They deal with frustrated people all day, so your kindness will stand out. Never, ever badmouth your old job. And please, for the love of all that is good, do not microwave fish in the office kitchen. Just don't.
So after all of this, the mindset, the plans, the relationships, it's easy to think you need more time to prepare. But let's end with this powerful idea from James Clear. You can plan and revise forever, but trust me, what you have right now is enough to start. You are ready.
So I'll leave you with this question. Forget the giant 90-day plan for just a second. Forget the mountain. What is the one small 10% action you can take right now to move forward? Figure that out, and then go do it.